Hello, people of the world. Welcome to the Today channel, where we spend about 1/20th of our time actually talking about today, and the rest talking about the best civilization, the Mayan civilization. This civilization has a very unique way of controlling the entire kingdom. Well, it's not really a kingdom, and it's not really unified in the same way that most people are unified. It's more of a like numerous state type government, where we are our own government and we have separate city-states. This way we can go and attack others or defend ourselves or do whatever we need to in our own accordance, and we don't have to rely on other city-states to make decisions. But don't forget, we are never going to be stopped, because we have the gods on our side. Because you see, our gods are actually our rulers. Yes, they're half gods. They're half human, half gods. That makes them better than all of us. They're half human, half gods. That makes them better than all of us. Why wouldn't you want to be with a kingdom with a god as a ruler? We have a direct link to the gods. So, since we're on the topic of kings and rulers, let's talk about the great ones. See, back in 615 CE to 683 CE, we saw the great uplifting king, Pakal the Great. He raised the city of Palek from the relative obscurity to a great power. His building projects in the city, especially the Temple of Inscriptions, and his elaborate carved sarcophagus lid, which had been interpreted to depict an ancient astronaut riding on a rocket ship. You see, rocket ships is something that can get us to fly like birds. We have this because of the gods. Why wouldn't you want to join this marvelous civilization that will help everyone grow? Next we have the Fireborn, or Sejajikak, who was a warlord in the Maya heartland of the Peten during the 4th century. In 378 and 379 CE, he oversaw the replacing of kings of important Maya states, such as Tikal and Copan, with new rulers. Alright, next we have Yukum Shen II, who is just your average Joe. And by average Joe, I mean a very great Joe who was not average and was an amazing ruler. Yes, amazing ruler. He expanded his empire his predecessors had greatly built. So, now let's go on to the Mayan social class. Social class. You see, we have a great social class with upper class of kings, priests, and nobles, middle class of officers, commoners, professionals, and artisans. And lower class we have workers and slaves, which obviously they don't deserve to be in the higher class. And since going back to the ruler section, I would like to talk about women. See, although I don't agree with it, I now agree with it because I am part of the Mayan civilization. And I must accept that women are somewhat equal. They can be rulers if men are out for any reason, and they can be part of the politics. Now, although I used to believe in other religions that may not be true, that are not true right now, I am I believe now in the gods of the sun, rain, and corn, and our rulers. I'm now a polytheistic person. And although I'm forced to be Mayan, I'm not forced. I'm so happy that I'm Mayan. I don't know how I would have lived without being Mayan. We have this great culture, and we have these huge buildings. Sorry, by buildings, I meant pyramids and giant sculptures of our gods and leaders. And we have the best architecture in all of the world. And now, speaking of the best architecture, let's talk about the economy. Because the economy has a very rich system and is the best in the world. I know you're thinking, oh, the economy, oh, stay after the show, oh, I have your family, oh, I have killed your entire town, oh, it just sucks. But it can be very fun. And what I just said was completely made up. Nothing has happened. It's all fine. Now, the economy is interesting because we produce things like corn, beans, squash, and is strong because of it. And as a whole, we are stronger. But don't forget, without workers, there would be no economy. So, we have the jobs of rulers, priests, farmers, workers, artisans, everything I said before. They are all building up the economy and helping us work together. Our main crops are corn and squashes and beans. But don't forget the animals, We have domesticated turkeys and a lot of other stuff. We're just kicking it, We're really standing up against other civilizations who are not as good as us. We have domesticated turkeys. What other civilization has that? So, we also trade gold and pottery. We import tons of obsidian because we make weapons. And we use it for rituals. We also import tons of salt for all of you salty peoples. See, we have this great civilization, and we love it. I love it so much. My family loves it so much. Cool place. Okay, this was to the Today channel. Alright, man, I